loved how Pastor was just saying that this is the now season, this is the season of giving birth, and it's just a confirmation for me. God has been telling me during the beginning of August that this is the season for Christians as a whole to actually give birth to something that He has placed in their hearts. So just hearing that confirmation, just knowing that God is speaking to each and every one of our lives, but together He is birthing something in us, just blessed me, you know what I mean? So I know that in September, things are going to happen, manifestations are going to pop forth, blessings, favors, peace, everything like that, reconciliation. So I'm just excited about this new season that God has for us so that we can just show His glory, because it's all about God's glory. And saying that in Joshua, how he said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. When people see these manifestations, these blessings, the favor, that they will start to follow us and will inspire other people by actually just giving God the glory for our blessings and having everybody in agreement.
Today was really powerful, especially with what I'm going through recently. With being a leader and knowing who you are yourself. Which is huge for me right now, because I thought I knew who I was, but then starting to change and grow, you start learning new things about yourself and who you could really be. So today was really powerful for me. He was saying, you have to inspire people to get to know who you are and know themselves. And right now I am in a leadership role, so that's very powerful, because I have to get to know who I am for others to know who I am and know themselves. So it really taught me how to be a leader and know myself and know others.
Joshua, that he was a man that lead by example, and Joshua also inspired people to pray and to serve the Lord. And he also, the message was very enlightening also, in the sense that how leaders will lead by example. It taught us how to study the Word of God, where Joshua 1 and 8, which states that this book of the law should not depart out of their mouth, but thou shalt meditate in it day and night. Very good, very good. Starting with Abraham so far all the way to the book of Joshua, it has taught us how the great leaders in the Bible came forth. So that was a part that I took it very, very seriously, and I'm enjoying this series.
Hi, I'm back. Hello again. The reason why I'm sharing today is because I was so inspired by Pastor's service, and what I had prayed for during our own intimate time with God was, how would I reach my students? I prayed for a message to be able to reach my students, to be able to inspire them to learn and want to learn and be able to connect to everything that we're doing in class. And that's what Pastor said, as a leader, we have to learn to inspire them, not by brawn or by threatening, but by inspiring them to want to be leaders and inspiring them to want to learn and be able to connect to everything. And it was just a wonderful day. Love Finishers Church, and everything he said today was on point, inspired in the heart. We're reaching and touching borders. It's a great place to be. Thanks.
How much of an amazing leader he was. This whole series has really helped me, and especially in my business life, because I'm an entrepreneur. I have 2 employees, and one thing that I never thought I would be called to do is lead. So having biblical examples really helps me lead the right way. References in the Bible of strong people and how they led, I think that's really important. It's something that has changed not only my life, but the whole structure of my business. So I'm so thankful for Pastor.
I got a lot. I got a good amount of information. I think one of the things that really stuck with me was the aspect of just being a godly man in regards to, in terms of leadership. And one thing the pastor was talking about with the word was that great leaders, or I would say godly leaders, are ones that inspire and they lead by example. So a lot of times he was saying, like, if sometimes majority of the time we have chains that are invisible to us, and we need to figure out a way to break those out, break away from those. And one of those is to pretty much lay hands on yourself. So, and then also be able to command the greatness out of you. And one thing that from the word, what you talked about from Joshua, was aspect of also what was it? Speaking your greatness and just speaking over your life, and also to know that when you know your identity, knowing who you are, that if you how can I put it in the simplest form, because I guess a lot, that when you know who you are and your identity, fear, he was like, fear will have fear, because you can't, the devil gonna come into your life and try to find out who doesn't know who they are. But if you know who you are, you're gonna scare the devil away. You're gonna scare all those demons, those words that's in your head telling you that you can't do this or that you're not able to. So that is again, that's a lot. I hope I answered the answer, but I think that's one of the strongest. And I needed to hear that word, because to inspire, to lead by example, and to know who you are is what God created you to know, that you are Him and He is you.